Hello my traders, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Hassan, and I'm back with a review of the other trades we took last week. So I'm going to be looking into the trades we took last week, how they performed, and what went right, what went wrong, where. So we took a couple of trades last week, and some things went well, some things did not go well. However, that is trading. Sometimes you're going to find good days, sometimes you're going to find bad days. So whatever you find, just know that that is how it went. Don't doubt your strategy, don't doubt your analysis. Just analyze and see where you would have done better. Okay, so before I proceed, you guys have to subscribe to the channel. If you guys don't subscribe to the channel, I'm not going to be giving you this. Just also like the video, those ones who have found support or value out of the video. So I'll give you time to subscribe. Okay, no guys, I'm not going to give you time to subscribe to the channel. Let's just proceed to the trade reviews. I don't want to waste your time. I know you guys are busy. So I'm going to start off with BTC USD. We caught a couple of trades on BTC USD, and that the first one was this rally making a higher high, and then this was the demand zone. So this was the demand zone, and price came, reacted from the zone very wonderfully, very wonderfully, and then made a higher high. After making a higher high, price started retracing. That is 205. One is to 259 pips. So making a 1 is to 5. After that, we also captured another trade, but this one was going to bring for us problems. This one here, you see this week here almost stopped us out, but it didn't. So price rejected and short to the upside, making a new higher high. So moved our stop losses above break even, moved some of the positions. However, price retraced up to the zone, and now it is like buying again to make another high, or just reacting from the zone because the zone is valid before it can drop down. Whatever it is doing, we are not interested because we are not in this trade as of now. Are we together? We are together. Okay. So we shall proceed. Then we got some trades on gold. However, gold was a little bit challenging. Where is it? See, it was on the 2 hour. Yes, this was on the 2 hour, and there was first gold where gold reacted first. I think it was one was stopped out. Let me see, this was on the 2 hour. Yes, this one here, price came, reacted in the zone perfectly, went up, then came, stopped all the niggers out, and then it proceeded to the upside. And that is the nature of gold. Gold wants to buy, gold wants to go your way, the way you predicted, but before it goes, it wants to go with your stop loss. So it knew that after it had moved up to here, everybody moved their stop losses above here because there is no gold. So it went back, took everybody out, and then proceeded in. So that was gold. This is a trade that we do not make any profits on. So we were stopped out on break even for gold. And then US oil. US oil guys. Now, I'll tell you something. I pronounced US oil as a buy. Confidently told everybody, we are buying USL, we are buying USL. USL said, okay, let's see whether we are buying. It came, rejected from the zone, and then immediately hit the stop loss. So there were no buys for US as I was shouting. It was a very miscalculated move. Yes, because we had broken structure here and made a high, so I knew definitely we were buying from this area. However, US oil had other plans. It was not buying here as I was proclaiming, oh, buy. No, Then we had a zone that failed on Euro USD. Was it UBP USD? We had a zone that failed. It is not this one. I think it was on the 4-hour. No, I don't know. Was it Euro USD on the 4-hour? No, it is still reacting from the zone. It was Euro USD on the 4-hour, still reacting from the zone. However, it is not leaving the zone. I don't know why. So this one there, but the popular one was AUD Kenya USD. The zone is there. No, it was up here, so we stopped out. This one here. It was a very good zone, but price came, sat in, reacted a little bit, but went to hit the stop loss. The USD said no, this one you're not going to get profits out of me, so it hit stop loss. Then where is USD card? USD card played out well. Now this is the issue I had with the USD card. You see where the problem is, guys. USD card reacted from the daily support and resistance. It was not a demand zone, it was support and resistance. I bought from here. USD card moved up to here. When it started retracing, I thought, oh, let me remove my positions before it might retrace. Then it went back. Then I regretted why I did not hold up to the supply zone. And see what happened. An engulfing candle, 4-hour engulfing candle to the downside. Now that engulfing candle to the downside would have pulled GBP/USD to the upside. We didn't see that. So USD card gave us some pips, but later it dropped. I hoped if it would go up to here, but the supply zone was very clear. It also had support and resistance, so it had to be respected. However, for some reason, USD card dropped up to there. So we made some profit, removed our position up to here, then it dropped. Then we have GBP JPY. GBP JPY, you see it is even still reacting from the zone, but that is not the zone we bought from. The zone we bought from is this one here. This is a secondary test, and you know me, I don't trade the secondary test. So it reacted from here and bought massively. So this zone held very well. We bought to the upside, got some profits out of there. And then we had GBP card. Now this is guys, if I've learned a lot of lessons from trading, I've learned them this previous week that has ended. I can assure you the lessons I've learned the previous week, I'm going to use them for the coming years. I told you we were selling on the daily time frame. We were selling USD card at this level here. Why were we selling USD card at this level? It's because the reason was simple. You see these wicks are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wicks rejecting to the upside, meaning the buyers, not the buyers, the sellers were rejecting price actions here. Same thing happened here, and this is a previous area of resistance, daily resistance. So that was a strong area. So I entered, I think on I entered from here. I think I entered from here. Then USD card, I was wicked out by this week here. I remember there was news. So the Bank of Canada, I don't know what happened there. The day CPI happened, there was news from the Bank of Canada. I was wicked out by this one here. Wicked out, and then price dropped to my favor. I knew we were going to sell USD card. That one I had no doubt. But now the issue was, where do I put the stop loss? Because we were at the this was, what is Monday? This was Monday. We were at the resistance zone. And then there was this indecision candle. Then by the time Friday created this indecision candle, I was sure we are going down. Then we came to Monday. Monday gave us this rejection, huge rejection from the upside. Then Tuesday also gave us the same thing. But I was in on Tuesday, so I had to enter and put my stop losses above here. But there is no way I would accommodate this week because I didn't know it was going to happen. So what I had to do was, since I saw the indecision candles here, I had to wait for price to retrace for up to here, and then I enter. Or if I would have to enter from anywhere, my stop losses had to be way beyond this high here, which was impossible to tell because price was not yet there. So the right thing to do was I have to wait for those news of the Bank of Canada to happen, and then I would enter somewhere around here and put the stop losses above the last week. So I would have stopped out here. After entering here, I would be stopped out by this week. Then I would enter again and put up my stop losses above. That is what was the ideal entry for sales on that trade. So I had to enter from here, but the stop losses would go above this week. That would be 89. You see, this candle opened the next day, retraced up to here, up to around 50 pips, and then drop. Now look at the drop. 1:187 pips. 187 pips. However, I tried to look at the 4-hour if I would see any form of entries, because this is the week that took me out. Price came, this opened, and then wicked me out and then calm down. So I had to enter from this engulfing candle below and put my stop losses above there, above this candle. That was one entry model, but that was the aggressive one. Still 200 pips down. However, there was a better one. After seeing this engulfing candle, you marked it very well, and then you drop down to the, I don't know how I was fooled. You marked it very well, and then you drop down to the 2-hour or 1 hour. The 2-hour, you would refine it to here, like that. Like that. After you wait for price to come and use it as a demand zone, then price tapped in, and then you would now be triggered from here and then sell like that. However, that is not something I would know in real time, but I learned a lot of lessons. The moment you see these huge sweeps from the upside, just put the stop losses above those sweeps and then target the previous low. You're going to win big. So you see how price has moved. We are at a rally-based rally zone. However, I think we might come up to down here, but to be safe, remove some positions and let the rest hold up to down. So that was it. Let's go to this one. This one annoyed me. This one annoyed me so much, because if you come to the 4-hour, this is a trade that I told you guys I was not triggered in by my broker XNS. I was not triggered in. Price tapped into the zone and went up, but on XNS it did not tap the zone. However, if you go to the 6-hour, you remember guys, in the previous video I told you in the 6-hour, if you went to the 6-hour, price tapped in on even XNS. So this was the only beautiful trade on Euro GBP that was not triggered. So we continue. There was one more. US that was not triggered. Euro card, NZD card, I think that is all. GBP AUD, GBP NZD, there was a trade. It was in a daily time frame. Yeah, so there was a support and resistance here. Price reacted from this demand zone, 50% candle, and then started buying. Bought up to infinity. So the moment we saw this reaction, our buy should have shifted to only buys. Only buys. So there was a supply demand zone here, price bought. Big demand zone here, price bought. And here there was no left. This one did not come. So since then, price has been buying. So I think that is all. That is all for last week. We lost some, won some, and overall we are happy. So I'll end this video there. But guys, watch out for the what is called what? Watch out for the new trader series that I'm going to be putting out for the beginner traders. Teach you trading from a beginner to expert. to put you at my level, from what is trading to knowing supply and demand, support and resistance, how to use them with top-down analysis. So that is all, guys. I think that is all for demanding for Alchemist. I told you that is not my strategy. I just use it once in a while, but it's not my strategy. I use supply and demand, support and resistance, and then top-down analysis. That is what I use. Top-down analysis, I think it is for everyone. Everyone can embed it in their whatever strategy they use. You just have to know that I use supply and demand combined with support and resistance, and then put the top-down analysis there. So I think that is all for today. I'll be doing another video to focus what we expect going into the next week, but for now, that is all. So have a great day.